I'm Mike Wagner, CTO and co-founder of ipolog, and now our spin-off SyncTwin as well. ipolog creates software for factory planning and operation. So in the automotive industry, like positioning material on the line side, and how does the material basically come to the place where it's needed. And recently we spin off SyncTwin because we are pretty happy with the Industrial Metaverse idea and Omniverse as an enabler. As you see, BMW is one of our biggest customers, and I came in contact with NVIDIA and Omniverse at BMW because they use it they build up like their whole factories as a digital twin and try to leverage this environment to get everything together and get some profits out of it. And as soon as I got the idea of Omniverse, I was like, I've fallen for it because it's just my vision of an holistic digital twin realized. So I'd like to take you back 20 years. When I was back with Daimler Research, we created, and you see this young guy is me putting on a mixed reality goggles. We created like a collaborative augmented reality systems. You see here, different people sharing a virtual model and collaborating, and they use devices to exchange the information and models and some tangible stuff to interact with the model, like a real light flashlight and 20 years ago we already thought about how could we create an environment which is collaborative and enables all these digital twins we then created in the following years. And so if we switch back to 22, I've shown that. This is basically where we now with Omniverse. We have an environment which everybody can contribute and put his or her digital twin into a global context, and this is these are some examples what for example ipolog provides into this holistic digital twin. The racks and boxes and the material, and you see we've got on the other side the assembly planning. In the front you have seen the transport devices, and everything is integrated like in this holistic digital twin of the factory. And for me, the Industrial Metaverse is exactly this. It's built on digital twins, on exchangeable digital twins, standardized and in a way that everybody can contribute and collaborate on this holistic digital twins. I said why should we care? Because it's a platform of NVIDIA. And it's built like global scale, so for big, huge environments. And one big feature is that it's using the USD data format as a base. It's universal scene description, and this is the core, and it has some really interesting features for us as in the digital factory domain, which I'd like to share. you have a global namespace. Everybody can integrate. It's also set a 3D HTML kind of thing, and you can add different layers of contributions into one holistic digital twin, and not to forget also semantics. So we can put the meaning of these elements. We don't have just graphics. Graphics is just a nice output, but the really interesting thing is putting the meaning and the data into this universal scene description. And how this works, I'll show you in a minute. Universal Scene Description USD actually comes from Pixar. You know these guys. They create these animated movies, and this is one of the first. You probably know it all, Toy Story. But these guys, they work with a lot of different, how to say, like departments and partners all around the world. If you check out, if you see a current Pixar movie, it's like a huge 3D environment, right? Complex, and with materials and simulations and all that comes together in this final digital movie. So everybody has to contribute and be able to give his part into this whole piece of art in this case. And same for us in the digital factory. And that's why these guys created the universal scene description, that they can, like, everybody can contribute. One does the environment, the other does basically the animations for the people, the third one does the simulation for the wind, and everything comes together into this final product. And this is why NVIDIA choose this format for NVIDIA Omniverse as well as a basis. And I'll give you a little example how that for the two most important things, the global namespace and the USD layers, and then I'll give you a short example with my colleague afterwards how it really works. But the thing is, we've got for here, for example, a colleague, John. I don't know if he's in the call as well, but yeah, we collaborate. He's planning a rack, for example, and works together with Nadine, who has to do the construction. And they can, and I'll show that in a later. Hey, John. Yeah, great. Yeah. So this is John in the chat. So he's the guy doing this work in Spartanburg with BMW. So great to have you. Excellent. If you have any questions, go to him. So he's using basically the ipolog software here, and its ipolog has also a connector to Omniverse, and so he can like really work together with Nadine, who's doing the construction, and they integrate their results into this holistic digital twin environment. But enough talking. Let's just do a little demo. I've started Create. For example, this is one of the applications of NVIDIA, and it's tied into this digital twin environment. And you see the graphics is quite nice, but it's for me it's just like a nice add-on. But the really important things are the structure and the data inside these USD elements. And also we can do live collaboration, for example. If we like to invite my colleague, Caro, for example, and we collaborate in this environment. And so basically it doesn't have to be files, but here there are files. And these different layers make up this whole environment. And I asked my colleague Caro, who is responsible for the resources, to discuss with me and move some stuff. So I just have to call her. You won't see that probably. I just told her to join. See now. See, she has joined into the session here and moved, for example, the rec, which is her domain. She's the rec person, right? So she can just modify her environment, and everything contributes to this holistic digital twin of my factory. So and this is something I really enjoy with this Omniverse. But yeah, just to give you a little hint and some insights, we'd like to show different aspects of that and things in later sessions. So thank you, Caro. That's Caro is still moving, so let's move her. Let's go back to the talk. That was the live demo. You see it, and this is just the top of what you basically can do, because for this holistic digital twin, and this is something really important. What I want to stress, we have not only like different parties contributing to one digital twin, but also different reality layers. So we've seen different people contributing to this holistic digital twin. I'd call this a planned reality. So we know what do we want to do in 2 months, where we want to put things, and everybody contributes to this big picture. But we also have an observed reality layer, which is basically our current state of the factory, which comes into with sensors and scannings and all what we get fed from our real environment. So this also has to like how do you say, correspond and needs to be connected to this plan, which is then tracked or updated according to the observed reality. And in the third reality layer is alternative realities, I'd call it, because there are always a lot of different projects going on in enterprises, and every project has a different scope and needs to know for which point in the future which state has this factory or this environment I'm planning to. And I want to have different alternative scenarios which I want to simulate and help me to do the right decision. And this is also something I have to integrate into this whole holistic digital twin environment. And this is something I think you can do with Omniverse, and I haven't seen anything else in this which could support this in this complexity.